So we started using a pack for our workouts probably around 6 weeks ago, you think. And then it kind of evolved into what we now call the pack in, pack out workout. So the pack in and pack workout, we came up with that because we kind of gave ourselves elements in the gym that kind of resembled going over logs and trees and over obstacles that we face in the mountains. And so that's when we started doing the pack in, pack out workout. And we started off with a certain amount of weight in mind, having in our pack for the pack in. Then we're all sitting around out here talking about it, thinking, well, it'd be cool is if we do the workout with a certain amount of weight, then we pretend we kill an elk or a deer, then we got to load our packs up with an extreme amount of weight and make it back out. And that's how we started doing that. And that was probably, we first came up with that idea probably about 6 weeks ago. And, you know, it involved going up and over benches and underneath the garage doors, things like that. And we found that we kept getting better. Then after we got good at that for about 4 weeks, we decided to do it 5 days in a row.
What I really liked about that is you had that, you know, the pack-in weight was 35, 40 pounds, but you had the, you know, stepping over stuff, and you had some cardio. It was a good, solid, tough workout. But switching to that heavy weight in the lunges was, I mean, your heart rate came down, but the work was through the roof.
You're right.
And that was tough work, and that was just like packing an elk out.
Right.
I mean, so I think we nailed that one.
Yeah, we nailed that one. You got used to your heavy pack, learned your pack. You know, I think a lot of people that aren't too familiar with their pack, they're going to get a lot of benefit from learning how their pack should fit. I know I benefited from that because I didn't really know exactly where to have the lumbar support and everything else. So that really helped me out, learn what my pack should truly feel like.
Especially with the weight, and then, you know, adding weight, and you know, it's different if you just put your pack on with lightweight and hike versus if you're loading up heavy with the load shelf and the adjustments.
Right.
Doing that over and over, that definitely made a big improvement. You know?
Right.
Get it fit just right.
And then the 5-dayer, that was a grind because every day we were getting more and more fatigued. So mentally we had to push even harder, coming into the gym exhausted from the day before, getting your mind right and putting your pack on and grinding through it one more day and one more day and one more day. And that seems to help. You just killed an elk, or your buddy killed an elk last week, 2 weeks ago?
Last week.
Yeah. And that was where I think the 5 days of the pack in and pack out helped you from our earlier discussion.
Yeah, it definitely helped. I mean, the first thing I noticed, you know, we quartered it out, and elk quarters are not light.
No.
But just in and out of the pack was a lot easier. I was familiar with it. I just felt like my body was just already used to that weight.
Right.
And it was still very taxing. It's still a big job. Multiple trips. It was hot, several hours, several miles. But yeah, my body, my core, it just felt strong.
Yeah.
Felt like
hips felt strong. Yeah. Yeah. And then you felt that the next day you're ready to go again.
Yeah, that was the biggest benefit that I saw.
The recovery.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hot day, packing an entire elk out. By the time we got out, there was still time for an evening hunt. And I mean, literally an hour later, I was ready to go for an evening hunt. And my partner was done for.
Was exhausted, done.
He was good on the pack out, but just didn't have that recovery.
Right.
And not only later that night, but the next day, that next morning, I was ready to go.
Not sore.
Wasn't sore. I mean, I could tell I did some work, but just like a regular workout. It was nothing like I'm used to. You know, in the past, you know, you lug an elk out all day, you're paying the price for a few days. And not this year.
Nice. Yeah, so the pack in, pack out workout's been very beneficial for a hunter. Absolutely.
You know, I figured it would be, but now living it, coming right off that pack in, pack out, and then actually packing an elk out, I can tell you firsthand that it's the best I've ever felt after packing an elk out. And over the years, you know, we've packed tons of elk out. So.
Well, you've packed tons since you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.